never hold David's shield. Eli Lama Zabatani. Those who defame me shall keep open my wounds. No liars allowed in a school of more room.
7 plagues of the 7 angels. 7 MCs get strangled by the 7 holiest triangles. I have mangled plexiglass beings that see through. Sons of evil like Robbie Knievel. I believe you are the lamb prepared for the verbal slaughter. Save your breath like you was underwater. I am torture like the fear of internationalism. Nazi eugenics and economic rationalism. I am the being born unto the scourge, and I am the being bringing holy wars. Orators from the womb of Il Jung. Glory be to the sustainer El Kaloum. Gabriel fell from the steps of the heavens, extraditing evil rooted angels in the 7s.
As it was in the beginning, so it shall be in the end. As it was in the beginning, so it shall be in the end.
Black, Tibetan, Abyssinians, that begins the exfoliation of the Falasian pharaohs through the tombs of the Shangri-La of Philadelphia, Shambhala, into the paradigm of Rasulullah, Assyrian, celestial Hebrews, pillars of the Ethereans, hieroglyphians. I am the silhouette of Riskians, convention, the hills are shrine of 215, the old sons of limitless light, motorbikes that reveal from the 7 heavenly hills, the book of elves, Injil, the apocalyptical tabernacle, sacred, Sacerdotic, prophetical chapels, the synagogue of El Kaloum, the ghost Gnostic monastery, sanctuary cathedral, from the kingdom of Melchizedek, we the mystic regime of the Anunnaki Elohim. You were originated from where the blackness of light was formulated. My synopsis is to give homage and all praises and salutations to the mercifulness, glory of the sons of mankind.
As it was in the beginning, so it shall be in the
They
end.
sink like the Titan into the cold dark waters of the ocean. My thought mode shift Atlantis in emotion, elevated to rise beyond the shores. Revelators for episodes to the future. Energy seeking intruder, infiltrate the perimeter. Lock it in my initiation chamber. Prove to the god snakes not a stranger. Withhold all spiritual anger.
As it was in the beginning, so it shall be in the end. As it was in the beginning, so it shall be in the end.
Perhaps you will believe the 1,000,000 feet of film that's been taken above Mexico City and various other. If you think that you're alone in this universe, or the guardians of this universe, you are rudely mistaken.
Took a physical odyssey through the forest of Shabazz with the shamans of the Cherokees. Arrived in Nevada, 10 miles away from NASA. Met the farmer, in which he revealed to me the old high-end crop circles that linked all the star constellations to the 19th galaxy. The metaphysicist that walked the Roswell, New Mexican deserts of Death Valley, or EB, extraterrestrial biological entity, discovering extraordinary memories scattered across ranch lands. Suddenly seeing illumination from the 7 heavens, suck up the sand of area 51 and 57. Separate the school kill and reveal the reptilian. I've seen the CIA's transform into the species of brain. The Sabbath 7 of the 7 levels of the majestic 12. Melchizedek travel out, travel the twilight zone with Einstein and Nikola Tesla. Walk through the wilderness of Iblis as the flying disc of Ezekiel. The Pope stands upon the podium, becomes a Z-type articulate, and behold the arrival of
beware the prophecies of the travels. Alien spacecraft flying away like sparrows. Study the lost prophetic books of the Bible. Parasites for the body energy, spiritual survival. Flying this scene in Ezekiel 1:3, granting the Kingo a tablet of destinies. Shem Yasi spoke the word of the Bavarian Illuminati. I bring forth harmonics of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Anunnaki planted the seed where I dwell. Ether vortex turbines pulling me to hell. Awareness upon my savannah is omnidimensional. Great species has a common memory complex that is social. Liquid crystal colloidal membranes responding to the spectrum of the universal intelligence matrix. The basis is that extraterrestrials created Christ and have a device that recorded all of Earth's history and can display it in the form of a hologram precise. Construction of synthetic humanoids is among us. You are banned to the land of Nod to face the deafening thunders and the spiritual wonders, because the harvest now is coming. Beware the world-bound ancient tunnel system the government is running. Hectic, verbal slaughterer of the Judeo-Christian ethic.
And the world is turned on its last spin. The coming of Tan to this wicked land. And the world is turned on its last spin. The coming of Tan to this wicked land.
Fled with the 5 bled through the European, would it be? It seems Stone Edge connect and bring upon the Anunnaki, the highest Kabbalist mystic chants Benai Elohim, and looks to the sky for prophecy. Was abducted in Nebraska and taken back to the laboratory. The experiment performed before me. The earthly alien autopsy, psycho, social, biological, and electro-magnetic manipulation of human consciousness. The Vulcan walks about the abyss.
The verbal hologram, royal killer like Shaw gods, speak Babylonian and Hebrew Genesis like the star gods, blessed by the Biabians like the French theologians. Antichrist is coming in the form of a powerful Roman. Development of age was funded in 1969 for the 7, injected into 100 million Africans in 77. Cuneiform inscriptions in Western Asia of the Nabu, dwell in hell, celestial bodies 12 like Kakabu. But I can rob you of your spirit soul like Xenu. Elders in prison, negative paraphysical beings we knew, function outside the time track like Sasani. I chose to be enclosed and I fold souls like origami. Comprehend the theory of reflection like Paramatma. The epic Sanskrit history of the world like Mahabharata. Praise to his divine grace, A.C. Bhagavatam Swami Prabhupada.
The world is turned on its last spin. The coming of Tan to this wicked land. And the world is turned on its last spin. The coming of Tan to this wicked land.
If you stood off above the stratosphere and downloaded 7 gigawatts of negative ions into the turbines, would this not disrupt the electromagnetic flow?
The sun will be turned into darkness, and the moon will turn to blood. Because of you, son.
Flesh is a trap. That's what he used to say. Flesh is a trap, and magic sets us free. Flesh is a trap,
The wars of gods and men, I condemn them who believe in ancient fallacies and the heresy of thieves. Burn the unholy in your filthy religion, paganism and the prism of 3-dimensional prison. I walk through the liquid of the 7 rivers and deliver rhyme schemes that cut like verbal scissors or arrows. The sacred science of the pharaohs, millennial prophecies of tarots, murdered cattle discovered near the crop circles of the land. While we fight wars for political whores like Mary Magdalene, the hologram plants his incision, apparition of Tibetan black magicians. My composition will turn men into slaves. Holographic aspects of particles and waves propel the spacecraft in the Pleiades, dwell in the abyssal plains like the hordes of Hades. The wheel of infinity, the chamber of the Trinity, levitate as a 5th level magician of divinity. Like a pentadrone, I set your dome into the forest of Iblis, like the wilderness of Tan. The verbal hologram, the verbal hologram. My perception of poetical injection is ejaculation, the immaculate conception. My perception of poetical injection is ejaculation, the immaculate conception. My perception of poetical injection is ejaculation, the immaculate conception. My perception of poetical injection is ejaculation, the immaculate conception. The decaton, the hierarch Modron, encompass my soul in a beam like proton. I am Voltron, with helmeted head and lotus flower. Incantations, wind walking teleportation. I dwell in the body that can't be slain. The verbal flame, the atomic spark of pain. So I drain the energy from your chakra system. Watch me glisten like the sun, the chosen one, the cyborg relation. My shit is crazy like Freemasons meeting at Camp Crystal Lake with Jason. Complex wind, city of screaming metal. In the Vatican, I shatter him who walks on the plains of hell. The sacrifice El Yon, a dark fall for all who battle the mystic meditation. Face decapitation and material contamination by the spiritual deviation. Translation of ancient civilization. Nonaton, overseer of law and order. The verbal slaughter, hologram walks in water. Immune to illusion and scientific blows. All with black magic, spears and crossbows. Feeble attempts to apprehend the hologram. Overstand, I kill man like Rodan. So no man step into the darkness of the set. Study with Chinese masters like Jesus in Tibet. Staff of Moses, urn of ashes. Morphing my soul into solids, liquids and gases. Gases.
My perception of poetical injection is ejaculation. The immaculate conception. My perception of poetical injection is ejaculation. The immaculate conception. My perception of poetical injection is ejaculation. The immaculate conception. My perception of poetical injection is ejaculation. The immaculate conception.
I sit upon a cloud of nuclear waste and taste the orgasmic juice of a goddess with a lip spread on my face as I speed through space, touching a damaged piece of a satellite resembling wreckage and remnants of a 2010 cylinder-shaped entity. Centuries from the time of man designed a plan on a time span of seconds to an immortal, transporting mortals through portals to an Egyptian land, to then erect complex architect structures and pyramids, melted hardened rock with acidic chemical blood samples from reptilian females, period. I travel like the Iliad, but my ship sails amongst cosmic whales and intergalactic pirates, telling tales of trails left by the gods through the center of the sun when you pass the spot. Jesus Christ was really an ancient astronaut. I attacked mastodons when I crashed upon Earth in the Ice Age, and twice slayed men caves with assistance of sound waves and psychokinetics. You can't escape the wrath of apathetic. The time has come for man to die when I project prophetic phonetics, fugitive prosthetic limbs for Harry Kimball are rejected. Exoskeleton extensions of cybernetic inventions, moving swiftly like a thundercat. My hunger tracks rats in the train tracks, and when I rap on tracks I attract tremendous energy sources, changing forms through metamorphosis. I travel dark in corridors with orbs of light and torches. We ride away on apocalyptic pale horses and disappear as shadows in the forest. And disappear as shadows in the forest.
Non-conceptual, non-exceptional.
Your aura is plexiglass.
Non-conceptual, non-exceptional.
Your aura is plexiglass.
Non-conceptual, non-exceptional.
Your aura is plexiglass.
Non-conceptual, non-exceptional.
I take hold with the truth that lures me like sands through the cracks of my hands. Retaliatory silhouettes and apocalyptic lands, nomadic by necessity. And I can't let this stress get the best of me, though it tempts me on a daily basis and traces the tracks of my tears down my cheeks and over my lips. Taste of freedom, but it seems like gravity has me chained to this pathetic land like Satan to that burning lake of chaos. But yet I continue on with little tendencies in my subconscious. So right there's a contradiction, because I'm aware of these tendencies, so that ain't my subconscious anymore. More like forces that I conversate with. Half-thirds of force that I slice my soul into and befriend it. I know you would have recommended, so I wrote this letter and never sent it. Cause my pain is my pain, never trouble you with my own. Now I swim through waves of asphalt with no place to call home. Yeah, on the lonely island and see your plastic smiles as future rich at varying frequencies, whether that be radio or television transmissions, or simply audible voices who wear the cloak of righteousness. Equilibrium is fucked up from data overload, enhanced by the fact that I walk on a narrow road. That's more like a tightrope between wisdom and insanity. Seems like clarity is the ever elusive goal, when insanity has the help of the omnipotent force of gravity.
Non-conceptual, non-exceptional.
Your aura is plexiglass.
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 On the battleground, you can go to war like Sudan, but I'm half man, and so you have to understand that the other half of me is made of liquid and steel. Ain't you sick inside of people screaming, keep it real? I'm powered by the ancients, spirit in the soul. It's war, an icon carries crossbows, but I toss foes through the center of the planet. When you battle me, you best be praying like a mantis. I will send you through the depths of the Atlantic to study transcripts of rhymes by the enchanted hologram, the verbal war paradigm, traveling back in time to change the way your whack rappers rhyme. If I don't succeed, you will bleed. The just punishment of the Apostles' Creed. This is hip-hop, kid. Shit is straight from the heart. Use an actor with a record deal, trying to play the part like that. Like that one time, like that one time, like that one time. My man Stoop in the house like that one time, like that one time. My man Chico in the house like that one time, like that one time. My man Yon the Phenomenon in the house like that one time, one time. I call the verbal hologram up in this motherfucker. Open up that third eye before I open it for you. Word is born, Jedi Mind, 97, 98. Rappers, I decapitate like that. Fuck all y'all. Intersections in real time, the unbroken circle and dimensions of the mind, the tie that binds, the eternal tie that defines the vanity of my insanity. In due time will shine like the night seas under the moon, the haunted corners of familiar rooms. Yet I'm consumed with vanishing into thin air, the realization that this shit is my cross to bear. So where did I think I could run away to see the people that decided to leave without asking me? But we decide to wait for happier tomorrows and find someone so they can be distractions from our sorrow. But my distractions, the books of paper that I scrawl in. I'm eloquent as summer breeze and leaves that have just fallen. I've crawled in a corner hoping all of this will end with the knowledge that love is just another word for revenge. I, you have nothing but the comfort of my sins. I, who have nothing but the comfort of my friends. I decay, demons prey above me like a vulture. Ability to endure contradiction is a high sign of culture. Verbal sculpture, self-defacing. It is not God or lunacy that I am facing, but the erasing of the purity and passion of my words. The herds of cattle Babylon would talk of the absurd, but I prefer to walk away from all the feuds, to find my life is more confusing than a Rubik's Cube. So I'm subdued, and all my words are verbal prods. To live alone, one must be an animal or a god, but it's official. All of my pain is clear as crystal. The natural side of life has now been seeming artificial, but I can hit you and rest assured they're not my last words. I could give a fuck about your secrets and your passwords. I can passwords and their ability to hurt you. Patience is a virtue and knowledge is a commercial. I, who have nothing but the pain that I've referred to. I, who have nothing but the pain that I've referred to. Among the miracles, I stand alone and have grown into a being that's sitting on top of throne. I've known for many years that I would turn to rust. I find a reason for another breath before my return to dust. I become one with science and mathematics and the rising of the sun. I'm numb to all of those who blinded cannot see the chastiser of the enemy. Perception requires duality. Inspect your soul, the color of coal inside the body. I have hardly come across them who's holy. Send them to the cherubim to control the burning of the sun and frigidness of the cold. The battlefield is new, but the war is now old. You can never see the merest shadow of a halo above the head of evil jinn who's deadly like tornado. The world has become an aquarium full of gaping fish with murderous smiles. I, on the other hand, stand on the outside looking in, writing down murderous files. I who have nothing but the lack of variation, and I who have nothing but change and suffocation.